Welcome to Queens of Moxie, a podcast all about empowering women. I'm Mary Kay Campbell, and I'm your host. I found that when I reached midlife, I was feeling discontent, a little lost, overwhelmed, not finding the joy and peace that I always wanted. And when I talked to other women, I found out that we were all in the same boat, facing empty nests, aging parents, dissatisfaction with our jobs. So that's what Queens of Moxie is all about. I interview women who have come out on the other side triumphant, and their stories will inspire you, give you hope, and you'll enjoy it. So let's get started. As I said, I'm Mary Kay Campbell, and I thought it would be helpful to give you a little bit of background about Queens of Moxie and me. On February 5th, 2021, I was in a traumatic car accident. I was driving 60 miles an hour on a divided country road when a man decided to pull in front of me. I couldn't slow down, I couldn't stop. I remember everything about it. I remember that sinking feeling of knowing this wasn't going to be a near miss. I remember the collision, the airbag whooshing down my face. I remember the world spinning and the blunt force on my head. I remember landing in the shoulder, facing the wrong direction with my horn blaring and cold air rushing in where my window used to be. And in that moment, I knew some things needed to change. I sat in the ambulance and my head was split from the front to the back, which required 17 stitches and staples. But when I sat in that ambulance, bright fluorescent lights blinding me, paramedics checking the back of my head multiple times to make sure that the tissue there was not brain matter. I sat there and I reevaluated my life. And I realized that I wasn't fulfilled, that I wasn't happy, and I didn't know what my purpose was. You see, I had continued to advance throughout my career, gaining higher positions, larger income, more responsibility. On the outside, it looked like I had it all, but I was miserable and I was on a treadmill that I couldn't get off. It's funny when you have a life-threatening injury like that, you really strip down everything and take stock of what's important. For more than 20 years, I had felt led and called to be an inspirational speaker and to help others. But I've been a single mom since my kids were 2 and 5, and that didn't seem like a realistic expectation. I couldn't travel, and the uncertainty of being an entrepreneur just didn't jive. Well, one's in college and one's a year from college, and now is my time. And my goal for this podcast and for Queens of Moxie is for you to stop and assess your life. You might have an empty nest. You might have aging parents. You might be dissatisfied with your job. There might be a whole host of things going on, including changes in your body. And I hope that by hearing this podcast and joining in some of the things that we do, that you won't need a traumatic car accident for you to take stock of your life and to make the changes that you deserve. Because you deserve to be happy, to be fulfilled, to have a sense of purpose, to chase your dreams. You deserve to be a Queen of Moxie. Every week, we come to you with a new story from someone that's truly remarkable and amazing. And the hope is that you will walk away inspired, filled with purpose, peace, and joy. I'm Mary Kay Campbell, and this has been Queens of Moxie.